Hi everyone, today I'd like to talk about Colorsky water brush set. I was able to purchase these at a discounted price for review and testing purposes. So what these are a set of water watercolor brushes, and they come in a pack of 6, and basically it's a pen that you fill with water. And as you can see, it comes with the thinnest tip to the widest tip. And you just go ahead and unscrew the actual head of what would be the brush pen, and you fill them with water, and the pins themselves are plastic and the bristles are nylon. So this was just to show you an example of the actual watercolors. I used it with watercolors from an art set that I have, and I painted this one on regular paper, and I also painted another one on art paper. So the colors may stand out more depending on what type of paper you use. But again, I actually used that with art set watercolors. And the brush heads were somewhat easy to clean, but I'll share a little more with you in just a second. Hi everyone, I wanted to share a little more with you guys about these Colorsky water brush pens. So as I mentioned earlier, basically it's a pen that you fill with water. So each pen has an indicator on each side that reads push. So what I did was I actually found an inexpensive little watercolor set. You can use these with watercolors, watercolor markers, watercolored pencils, art watercolors as well. As I mentioned in the video earlier, the watercolors I used for those 2 doodles that I did were from an art set. So what you do is you just go ahead and you push. I'm going to do this so I don't make a mess. So you push the side slightly and the water feeds into the head of the pen. So then you just kind of dab it onto your watercolor. And as you can see, it's on the pen now. And I'll show you what it looks like when you actually paint with it. And depending on how much water you have in the tip will also depend on how, as you can see, how light or how, for lack of a better word, how loose the color will be. So I'm also going to show you what you can do with a watercolor marker. And I'll post a little bit more about these when I have a chance, because I have this set and another one that I wanted to share with you guys. So I'll just take a random one and I'll just do something simple. And they're very easy to use. These are great, especially if you have little kids, or if you love to do arts and crafts, if you like to do just general art. And it works really well. Once again, it will depend on how much water you actually have in the tip for it to show up, but it blends out well, as we'll see in just a second. And it really does work, and it kind of gives your art a neat little pop of color. So the heart was with the brush pen. So it's a little hard to tell, but once it dries, then you kind of see the difference. But again, depending on how much water you have in the tip and what type of watercolor product you use, it will depend on the quality of your artwork. But all in all, I really did like it. The tips are fairly easy to clean. Again, for me, I think it was the problem that I didn't have enough water in the tips when I was painting. So I did have, as you noticed, some residue of paint. But according to the directions, or according to the manufacturer, they should wash off very easily. So please check them out, and thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see.